Hello everyone, just a little tutorial to explain how I solved a problem I had with my smartphone. It's a Samsung Galaxy 3, but I guess it may happen with other phones as well. And it happened quite suddenly after a few years of good services. The problem was that while using the phone, for instance, to play some music or having a game of Candy Crush or just making a phone call, the cell phone would block and display that window you're seeing on the video. Okay, it's in French because I am, so let me translate. It says that the device will reboot and check the SIM card, and there's a reboot button on it. Okay, so if I played some music, the music would continue, but there's no way to stop it. The Candy Crush game would be lost, and the phone call would be cut off. About the phone buttons, the one on the bottom wouldn't operate, the one on the left neither, and the one on the right is just useful to shut off the screen. But when you press it again, the screen lightens, and the problem is still the same. So the only thing left to do is press on the reboot button on the window, the device reboots, and most of the time it doesn't recognize the SIM card, so you cannot go on the net anymore or make a phone call. This kind of problem happens several times a day. I had Googled it but found nothing. I went to a phone shop but the assistant didn't know and I guess didn't care. I had called the hotline of my phone provider. They told me it was perhaps the battery. Well, the battery wasn't heating. It didn't have a strange shape either. I changed it all the same because it was a few years old, but it didn't solve the problem. I just have a new battery, that's all. The problem couldn't come from the SIM card because I checked it on another cell phone and it was okay. Well, I noted that the problem was linked with heat. Whenever I used the phone a little bit, its temperature increased and boom, it blocked. Often just the fact of having the phone in my pocket was enough to block it. So to get the SIM card back, all I had to do was wait until the phone cooled down and reboot it. But it didn't work every time, especially in the summer. A quite annoying problem, isn't it? So was I to buy another phone? Well, actually no. I told a colleague about my problem and he said it was perhaps the SIM card that was loose. I checked and it wasn't particularly loose, but it gave me the idea to take it out and press on the metallic part that was holding the SIM card. I put the SIM card back and made a test with a few games of Candy Crush and it worked okay. No more blocking. But a few hours later it started all over again. So I took a scrap of paper and folded it 2 times and put it on the metallic part that holds the SIM card, as you can see on the video, and wedged it with the phone case. A low technical solution, I know. You just notice a small dent on the case and that's all. And the phone never blocked again and it's been a few weeks. End of story, problem solved. Bye.